Mm-hmm.
That's the awareness. That in simple awareness is just the one that's looking.
Hold on, please.
I think I'm sort of saying it. I find it that I can't take the deconstruct that the thoughts are in one place and I'm not even paying attention to what's going on with the body because they're also clearly part of this same dimensional wholeness.
Mm-hmm. So it's a, you could say it's a looking but not from a me. So it's like a sort of a globality, like a sort of a global looking, being, sensing. It's beyond. It's beyond the mind. The mind arises within the space of awareness and out of the space of awareness, like a flower opens and the color yellow inside just arises, yellow pustules inside the flower arise. That appearance arises out of the flower. So this perception has no parts in it. It's a whole. It's a whole. There's a wholeness, a whole quality to this perception. So in a way, thought comes in and says, okay, this is left, this is right, this is yellow, this is black, etc. But in your experience of perceiving right now, it precedes this is left, this is right, this is there, this is here. I'm talking about your experience, but I'm talking about my experience. I'm talking about experience period, the experience from as consciousness. It's just a global, it's not segmented. Yeah, so it's not, there are no parts to it. Huh? There's no problem in saying, well, this is black and this is red and this is blue and this is yellow. But the experience of consciousness is as an experience of wholeness. So you could say like it's a whole perception, beingness, but that has no center. It's not centered or it's not located. Because for location, there has to be some kind of edges. You could say, for example, Annandale is located between Fairfax and Merrifield or whatever. There is a location, so there are parameters, boundaries that you could say, well, on that side, it is not consciousness, and on this side, it is consciousness. On that side, it is not awareness. On this side, it is awareness. Or on that side, it is more awareness. On this side, it is less awareness. Or on that side, it is denser awareness. And on this side, it's lighter awareness. It's not like that. In your experience, it is just beingness. I'm talking about this experience. I'm never talking about some future experience or a past experience. I'm talking about the experience of consciousness right here, right now.
Can I don't
Sure.
want to jeopardize the group, but this is the last thing I'm going to say, is when you started this process, now I know you're going to say that, I'm going to the future, but doesn't awareness grow as you know what I mean? Like when you first started your journey, you probably weren't as aware as you are now, aware of awareness, right?
I understand your question.
Okay.
Does awareness grow and do you become more aware of awareness? Let's say that there is a process, there is as if a journey where your love, your interest, and your passion for the truth grows, and brings you to places like this, and brings you to certain readings, or certain inquiry, or certain meditation, and at some point, as you start getting glimpses of the truth, meaning of the universality of consciousness, there is a dissolving of the you that is on a journey, and at some point the entire you dissolves, and then it's just all love and light. It's all peace and happiness. It's all seamless presence. So yes, there is a seeming growing love and
Keep falling in love with the truth.
and right, and passion and curiosity and interest and inquiry and asking questions. It is the process of yes, there is that aspect to the spiritual journey. So I speak from both. I speak both in the world, in the relative, and directly from and as consciousness. Actually, it would be more correct to say that even when I speak in the relative terms, it's always coming from the absolute. Now, the absolute meaning the seamless quality of consciousness, the seamless and universal, borderless, timeless, eternal quality of consciousness is the reality, is only one reality. There's only one reality, and that's the reality of consciousness. It is through the reality of consciousness that you know everything that you know, that you hear these words. It's through the reality of consciousness that you perceive your sensations, that you perceive the perceptions. It's only through the reality of consciousness that everything is known. And everything seems real due to the reality of consciousness. There aren't many realities. There's one reality. And that's the reality of consciousness.
I think I'm getting it.
Yes, that's good. Sure. Sure. And your love for the truth, when it supersedes your love for you, you grow tired and weary of the me story. When that balance tips from loving the me, and to loving the truth, then the interest in the me story goes on diminishing.
Once I tried to love God, and it just was too vast. So this is much more
Yeah.
concrete.
Yeah. Well, it's similar to loving God. What's lovely about loving God is when you love God, whichever way you love God, is the love for truth, is that love God and love will reveal herself to you, reveals herself. And she reveals herself right here, right now, as this peace and happiness. This peace and happiness that right now bathes your being is the way God reveals herself. She soothes you from the inside. And also she sweetens the outside. Inside, meaning this perception. She relaxes this perception in her love. and also relaxes your sensations, your beingness, relaxes your beingness to her, into her. She is infinite love. God is infinite love. And so you can surrender everything to God. Every thought, every perception, every sensation, as you surrender it to God, you feel the release and the relaxation and the happiness, the peace and the joy. Because that is, they say in the Christian, that God made us to her image. So we are made out of, our substance is God. Our substance is this love, is this openness, is this peace and this happiness, this universal heart. Yeah? So you can relax and trust that and not just go back to the habitual me. The me is like some gendarme, some soldier, it's there are so many carapaces. In the old days, they used to wear the soldiers used to wear those metal costumes, to armor. Armor. The me is like armor. It's, oh God, the armor of me. Oh, I am gonna have to get that tomorrow. I have to get this. Oh, and I'll do that. Oh, it's gonna happen to me. My money, my house, my this. It's armor. It's all armor. Oh, my relationship, my love. Oh, it's gonna happen to me. Oh, I'm gonna grow old, be alone. It's all armor. It feels that way. We know it. We don't like that. We don't like that. We know we don't like that, but it's a habit. Bondage. Yes. Bondage is tie you up and tell you, okay, now be happy. I will be happy. Huh? It's impossible.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, just be happy. You are the happiness, the joy, the freedom, the peace and the freedom.
One metaphor that's been helpful to me is the term space-like awareness, because space doesn't have a beginning or an end. It's always there. It's not more intense, less intense. It just is.
Yeah. Borderless. Yeah. You can look directly right here, right now. That's what's really lovely in satsang is you don't need to carry some idea or belief of what we're talking about, but to experience right here, right now, the borderless quality of this moment. The awareness is borderless, is this openness. Is to come to that experience, get a sense of that, get a sense of the, space-like quality of awareness, that these very words, this perception, these sensations, whatever is going on right now is happening openly, is arising in the openness. The openness being the space-like quality of awareness. That's what's really important and lovely about satsang, is you get a sense of that, not just some, you listen to some words and then your mind is collecting them. Don't collect nothing. Just allow your mind to just relax, be happy and free. Be happy and free, because happiness and freedom is the qualities of consciousness. It's divine. God loves happiness. This is why it creates suffering. Whenever there are disputes, meaning unhappiness, it gives suffering. It reminds you, oh, no, I am tired of fighting with my neighbor. Listen, you want to use my lawnmower? Take it. Use it. Okay? Use it. You use it. All you want, use it. Okay, don't worry. If you bring it back on Tuesday, bring it back on Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. It doesn't matter. Don't bother me. But I don't want to know about any troubling, oh, wait, what's happened to my lawnmower? Hey, you need the lawnmower? You go knock on his door. Hey, do you have my lawnmower? Say, oh, yeah, I have my lawnmower. Okay, I'm going to use it. No, where do I go with the lawnmowers? I don't know what got me talking about lawnmowers. Is there any lawn to mow?